We are here, 2016, Piston Ring, World of Wheels. I'm Big Daddy Tazz. We're going to check out some really cool stuff. Amazing stuff, you know. 2016 World of Wheels here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, largest indoor car show in Manitoba history. You know, you're used to seeing the muscle cars, you're used to seeing the old vans and all the resto mods and stuff, but you know what? It's all about cars, passion for cars of all kinds. Check this out here, a 1993 Toyota Supra. It's pretty amazing build, and I got to talk to the owner of it right now. Anthony is right here. Anthony, how are you, my friend?
I'm good. Yourself?
Good, good. Now, how long did it take to make this? You were telling me it took
almost 4 years now.
4 years?
Yeah.
Okay, and how much of it is still stock here?
Nothing.
I can't get in here. Now, I'm talking about speed. This thing's got a couple of things, a couple little tweaks under the hood.
Yeah.
Tell us about what's going on under here. What's powering this baby?
So this was originally a twin turbo motor, 2JZ, and it converted it to a big single, and has a stage 3 single turbo kit, intake manifold, fuel system. It's 800 horsepower at the crank right now. So 800.
Well, so you can pass wherever you want, really.
Yeah.
Because at 800 horsepower, you actually become particles, and you're able to go through another vehicle. I think that's what. Is that the way it works? I'm not sure. I never was very good at geometry.
Yeah, I think that's the way it works. Yeah.
Now over here, you've got what is this? Oh, I know what this is.
Yeah.
I know Wayfab Creative. I know exactly what this is. This is your stereo.
Yeah. Yeah. Wayne Fabian created this masterpiece. I don't even know how he made it, but it's amazing.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And what's that tank for, do you figure?
That's the air tank for my air ride suspension.
Awesome.
Yeah.
See, as viewers would know, I know nothing about tuners. I've not been a tuner guy, but my oldest boy Josh is in his 20s and he's into tuners, and I gotta get up on it because I have no clue. I've always been the big square boaty kind of a guy, right?
Sure, yeah.
And the lines on these are pretty amazing. The stuff that you guys are able to do, like this isn't factory, right? This is aftermarket, or
yeah,
did
this
you
is
create that?
Veris wide body over fender kit.
Okay.
So yeah, it bolts onto the rear quarter panel, but you have to cut your fenders first to make it fit. Right?
To make it fit?
Yeah.
And this comes from
Veris, Japan.
Veris, Japan?
Yeah.
And how long does it take to get apart?
This one took about 3.5 months.
3.5 months?
Yeah.
That seems like how was your anxiousness around the
especially when I had to get this car to finish at a show in July, and it arrived at like mid-June. That was cutting it close.
That's cutting it close?
Yeah.
And so the ground effects kit, the same
company?
Or?
That's a top secret carbon fiber diffuser.
Well, if it's top secret, we can't film it.
Yeah.
That's the name of the company.
Yeah, Top Secret Japan.
I'm not very. What's the Top Secret Japan? Don't tell us where it is. Now, the interior over here is, like I said, I'm very ignorant. Is that how it came sort of stock, or you created this yourself?
Yeah, so the stock ones are like the stock dash is plastic. Yeah. But I got it refinished in real carbon fiber. Carbon fiber. And then these door panels too were refinished in carbon fiber. Okay. And then the seats are from Bride Japan. As you can tell, we like Japan parts. The Japan parts? Really? A tuner, a right-hand tuner with Japan parts on it? Yeah. You know why? Because they don't make these in... Exactly. You can get snow tires in Canada for this. That's about all you can get, really. Yeah. This is an awesome build. Yeah. Not a lot of room in the back for kids. No room at all. Well, if you have this, you can't afford kids right now. No, right? This is my kid right now. This is your baby. Yeah. This is fine. Yeah. Right? And so this is an awesome, amazing build. And you've had some help. I see you've got all your sponsors. Yeah, once I got the car to a certain level, and that's when all companies came on board. Yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah, and we put our ceramic coating on here, and we use our products, but
we can only make something look as good as it is, and this came beautiful before we even did anything to it. So, special colors, anything else that you want to tell me about the car? I mean, it looks white, but there's no such thing as just white anymore.
Yeah,
right?
It's a custom pearl white, so it's a Lamborghini balloon white base,
yep.
with a Lexus Starfire pearl on top.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. It does. When you can't see it right now because the sun's not up. But,
yeah. But once the sun hits it,
it shimmers.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very nice, man.
Yeah.
Well, it's a great build. Thank you for letting me talk to you, my friend.
You're welcome.
And I'll come over and shine this up for you a little bit.
Thank you so much.
Anthony.
Yeah.
That was Anthony. He won with this car at 2014 SEMA. See, it's not all about the big schooners. Sometimes it's about the tuners. But right now, we're going to go see a schooner.
All right. Sorry to hear that.
HBI Customs here in Manitoba, making amazing stuff. They take stuff to SEMA every year, and they always come back with some hardware. The owner is right here. Tyler is my buddy, and you gotta see this build. It's a 69
Plymouth Roadrunner.
Roadrunner, and it's got like a grocery getter motor. Come on in here and check this out. Right over here, just a wee little grocery getter motor. Check that out. That is a 6.1 Hemi, you were saying,
6.1
right?
Hemi.
Now, that's, how much of that is stock? You didn't just...
425 horse in a stock application.
In a stock application.
But this is forced induction.
Forced induction.
Twin turbos.
Twin turbos?
Yes.
I don't see the twin turbos.
Rear mount turbos. Under the trunk.
Show me. Show me these magical rear mount turbos. Awesome.
There we go.
So the application for this is if there's no room under the hood.
This is something that's come up in current years on late model cars, newer Challengers, Corvettes, Camaros. Because of packaging, there's not a lot of room under modern under the modern hoods in these cars. So to do a forward-mounted turbo, bring the exhaust up, bring it back out, all of the charge piping, intercoolers, that kind of thing, there's no room. So when we did the Hemi in this, we weren't originally doing a lot of structural changes to the car. So we were trying to keep it as clean as possible. And it worked out good because this was kind of a later addition. As we started the build, it was just going to be a Hemi. And then this company, STS Turbo, came to us and said, hey, we can put them back if you want because there's no room up front. So we said, yeah, let's do this.
Were you skeptical or about it at first? Or what? I mean, it seems like a little odd, right?
It's a little odd, but it's a proprietary turbo design.
Okay.
So it's not exactly the same as a T3, T4 turbo you'd have under the hood.
Okay.
It's developed for this application, and then the charge piping, there's some math and science that goes into how to step it up.
Neither one I
keep the velocities up. So there's not as much lag as you'd expect driving this thing. It's a 6-speed manual. So you can induce a lot
6-speed manual?
Yes.
That's
so
awesome.
You can build up the boost and bang gears, and there's no lag. There really isn't. It has a limit on how much boost it can create. You're never going to put 27 PSI into the motor with these turbos.
What kind of PSI can you put?
Right now, we're set up at just a mild 6 and 10. It's a 2-stage right now, electric wastegates on it.
Okay.
So we have a sport mode. We can turn on the high boost, and that actually engages water meth injection because we don't have an air-to-air intercooler. The amount of aluminum tubing from the turbos to the front act as a heat sink to cool the charge, and then when we start putting more boost into it, we have water boost all injection.
That's fantastic.
So I mean, this one right now, this is probably my favorite because it's the most current, and we're just getting into.
But you got stuff, and we can't talk about it. But we got stuff in your shop. I go to your shop, and I'm like, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that. And what I love is that it comes out of your head, and then it transforms itself into a muscle car. I mean, you're like me. You got stuff rattling around you. Conversations with you and I, first of all, aren't short. They very rarely go anywhere where we started. Right? It's just we're both ideas and stuff like that. really incredibly proud of what HPI has done and puts out. And
not just us, right? Because it's a team. It's a total team effort.
Yeah.
That's not just me building this car, right?
No.
And it's not just our business. There's other businesses.
Well, you got, who painted this one for you?
This is Auto Resurrection.
Auto Resurrection.
Ralph.
We can talk to him. Ralph is awesome.
And SoFine wrapped up the interior for us.
Yeah. Now, who detailed it for you? That was kind of a
that's Dr. Shine.
Dr. Shine Auto. They're pretty awesome.
Oh, they're awesome to work with.
They're really awesomely great guys to work, because before it looked
it was horrible.
Terrible. It was horrible. Big rust holes in it, and then we just polished those.
Yeah.
It was really good. We polished it, so you wax on, and then go have a nap, and then that's what I don't know what I'm really saying. Thanks, Ty, for coming. I'm gonna go find your father-in-law. He's got another great car here, and we shall talk to you later.
Okay, thanks,
man. That was Tyler, HBI Customs, Beausejour, Manitoba. We got such great stuff. Come on out. Let's go see what's going on the rest of this 2016 Piston Rings Worlds of Wheels. So much stuff. Hey, 2016 Piston Ring World of Wheels. You never know who's going to look at this. Look at this. Right here. Look at that. I got a stupid question. Is this yours?
Actually, no, it's not.
Oh, man.
I'm here for a friend of mine to help him on his car. He took 2 years.
2 years to build this thing?
Yes.
So is the builder around?
One of the builders is right over there.
Over here? We'll get Derek over here to talk about the build. This is Derek. Derek built the Batmobile. He doesn't look anything like George Barris at all, to be honest with you. So I'm assuming it's not a Barris build, right?
No, it's not a Barris build. It's a Manitoba build.
It's a Manitoba build. So you know what the difference is? About $500,000, honestly, to be honest with you.
Exactly.
What did this start out as?
The chassis itself. The chassis itself is a '79 Lincoln.
Okay.
It's got the original 400 in it with the C6 transmission.
Okay.
That's all stock. Everything else, the body was ordered.
Any modifications?
Just a little bit of modifications to the body. A couple hammers, hits here and there, and that was it. Yeah.
Okay.
And then ordered the body with the glass for the windows, and then everything else is hand built.
So you can buy this in a kit form,
shell,
right?
yeah, with that and with the windows.
Okay.
And that's all. Everything else you have to build.
So you had to build.
We had to build the dashboard with all the little doors, the steering wheel, everything, the seats, the console, the bat phone. You know, it has the bat phone.
If that rings, I'm really. Hello, Val Kilmer?
Yep.
No. George Clooney? No. Christian Bale?
Adam West.
No. Adam West?
There we go.
You must be joking. Listen, old chum.
Yeah, no, and then that's pretty much the rims are the same rims that were on the factory original car.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and then if you notice a little trick, the original car was a 1955 Lincoln Futura.
Yes, it was.
Look at the tire name. Futura.
Yeah. Now, there's the Batmobile that everybody knows from the TV series, and then there was the early Batmobile.
That's
from the
right.
TV series. This was based on the early.
This is based on the TV series from 1960, the 66, they call it. Yes. What we've done is we put a subwoofer inside, so that when we're going down the road, you can hear the Batman tune. So everybody knows we're coming.
Oh, I wish we could hear that now.
Yeah, well, we don't have it powered up.
No power up. That's the way it works.
And then it's got the parachutes. You know, if we get going too fast, we have to stop.
Awesome.
But for safety, we have third brake lights.
Check those brake lights out. Right there.
I'm out to stop lights, just for safety.
Exactly. And what kind of trunk space do you have?
None. To be honest, the trunk and the hood are on linear actuators.
Yeah.
If we put the switch, only thing inside there's a fuel cell. We can get a couple lawn chairs in, and that's about it.
Well, when you're wearing a utility belt, everything you need
else is in the belt.
That's exactly right.
Exactly.
You've got a cowl, a cape, and a utility belt. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Excellent.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
And I got a fat man. See ya. So here's something really cool. This has a 150-mile-an-hour speedometer in it. We're going to go around to the other side. I'm going to show you the record player, Highway Hi-Fi. And the air conditioning of this thing is in the back. That's what these ports are for. They take the air in, and then the air conditioner is in the back. You don't get air conditioning in cars like this. This is an amazing build. And we'll talk to you a little bit later about it. Next, we're going to check out a 1958 Chevy Nomad. It's pretty amazing. My buddy Gord owns it. It is beautiful. George, good to see you, my friend.
Hey, please meet you.
There you go. Check this out. This is a beautiful, beautiful ride. Now, it doesn't look stock this way. What have you done to it?
Well, this car was actually, believe it or not, was originally an air ride suspension car.
Oh, really?
Yes, they only made it for 3 years.
Okay.
And then they had so much trouble with it, they dumped it and put springs back in it. So I put new technology air ride in it, and here we are today.
So she's up and down, and
It's going to go up and down.
just like my mood. I'm not going to lie to you, up and down. So this is now the paint on here. This copper color, is that a special paint you had made, or is it a...
I went to...
That's right, the air was artist.
Down the owner and got the color, and
color code?
Here it is today
And
on
it's
this car.
And it's great, like, a lot of guys would do this with the white, but this is more a cream, so it's sort of, it blends in a lot better, right? There's not such the stark contrast between the two.
That's right. Actually, the bottom honey is called the honey beige.
Okay.
And it is the original 58 color.
Oh, okay. That's fantastic.
So I kept some of it that way and modified it from there.
What kind of condition was this vehicle in when you first got it?
When I first bought it 21 years ago,
Okay.
it had a original paint car and had a little bit of rust over the wheels and one little rocker. Otherwise, it was still original.
That's awesome.
Never been molested.
Never been molested. Never been. And these big beasts, they're rare because what happened is they're so long and they use so much gas back in the 70s. What happened? Everybody panicked because the gas price in the 80s, and they all got crushed mostly.
Yeah. Especially who wants a four-door wagon?
Yeah. Well, back in the day, right? This was the soccer mom car, right? It was this was the van, the minivan of the day.
Load the kids up.
Load the kids up. No seatbelts. Hey, you tired? Go lay in the back. Your mom and dad both smoking, windows up. What do you mean you got a cop, right? Does it have the
9-passenger?
9-passenger? Oh, did they even come in that? I don't know. Did they come in
Not this particular model.
Not this particular model? Well, we'll edit that out. You won't edit it out because it'll make me look stupid. You like doing that. Come on over. What do we got underneath here?
Okay, we have the original big block 348 engine, and it came with power steering and power brakes.
Which would be awesome to have. And you want power brakes in this car, right?
You definitely need that. And I've upgraded the brake system to 4-wheel disc brakes.
Okay.
And this is part of the original air ride suspension. You have your air tank here, and you have your alcohol bottle in there as well.
Well, that was important because in 1958 you always needed alcohol while you were driving. Isn't that the way it works? Now, what's the alcohol for? I don't know very much about this.
Just to keep the moisture out of the air ride system.
Yeah. Also to keep the moisture out of your mouth. Yeah, exactly. So it is a lot of chrome on here. When you got it, it had all the original chrome.
I was only missing 2 pieces of chrome, and I actually found it at my buddy's place. He had a Nomad wagon that was pretty well stripped out, but
both two pieces were there?
I needed were there, yeah.
How? That's serendipitous. Now the interior, obviously not original.
No.
You've upgraded that a bit.
It's a full custom interior. Okay. There isn't anything that was stock in there now. We went from the door panels is full custom. The seats are 6-way power seats, both sides. It's a hand-built
the console there?
And cream of the crop is the headliner is a 1-piece fiberglassed single, no ribs going across thing. It's really something worthwhile checking out.
We're gonna have to get that. You're gonna have to get there and then check that out once we're.
Look at the back end, and you'll really see that. So it's fully custom interior from start to finish, and it was done by our friends So Fine Interior.
So Fine carried at So Fine.
Right here in Manitoba.
It is. A whole bunch of ice cream I can buy this car. Excellent, my friend.
All right.
Thank you so much. Thanks for taking the time. 2016 World of Wheels, Piston Ring sponsors, all this. Such amazing stuff. We're going to go check out another car in just a moment. I just don't know which one to pick. Oh, that one. 2016 Piston Rings World of Wheels. Check out all these antique muscle cars, all kinds of great stuff like that. But the next generation of the car collector is here. Check this out over here. This is Al's 2003 Nissan 350Z. Gorgeous. I'm going to be honest with you, I was never ever a tuner guy at all. I like the big square cars. You start them up, you can feel it, you can hear it, you can smell it. I like that. But then I see cars like this, it's starting to change my mind. Al, pop in here. Tell me about this, because that's, how much of this is still stock?
Not much. The doors, the roof, and the A-pillars are about the only body panels that are left stock.
Yeah.
Everything else has been cut up, modified, changed, everything.
Yeah. Now, the impressive part of this is that you didn't just stroke a check to get this done.
No.
You did a majority of the work yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. I was involved in pretty much every aspect of the build, right from the fiberglass fab on the fenders that we widened, and to the engine bay, assembling the engine, the supercharger kit, even tuning the motor I did myself at this point. Mixing the paints, I let my buddy JP spray it because that's a little beyond my skill set. Yeah, but everything else, I had my hands involved in. And
so if I sprayed a vehicle, it'd be like, it's supposed to look like stripey like that.
It's supposed to be all dripped.
That's why it's orange. I made it strictly for the orange peel that I'm going to have on it. So pop over to show me the. Now look at this power plant here. Now you got to tell me how many horses is that going to be running right now?
I made 407 on the dyno last year. Okay. And I've done some changes since. I'm hoping for a little bit more than that, but not too much.
I mean, just 407. That will barely move this like 45-pound car, right?
Yeah.
Like 407 horse. That's not overkill at all.
No, it's fun. I enjoy it.
Yeah, definitely.
I ended up actually daily driving it last summer after we finished it.
Yeah. Now it doesn't just sit this low. It's got the hydraulics and the airbags, I guess, and suspension. See, I don't know very much about the tuners, so I'll just say whatever. It's got that thing there and makes it go up and down a little bit like that. I'll tell you what, the thing that makes the car go up and down when I'm in a car. Now, did you conceive this first, or had you seen one like this before, or did it just go, this is what's coming out of my brain?
Other guys did them, and I sort of picked and choose. I liked this part of it, but I didn't like this part, and then sort of put everything together into my own rendition, so to speak.
A couple of months to put together? Is that what it took? No, how long did it take you to put together?
It was off the road for 2 years.
Okay.
And between myself and JP, we're into it, like body paint, engine bay, for about 1,000 hours.
That's actually really not that bad when you think about.
Yeah, as long as you're not paying a shop rate for 1,000 hours, then it gets real ugly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, the interior, is it pretty much stock, or did you fancy that up as well?
Done a little bit of changes. I've changed the seat now. A little bit more over the summer. A little bit more interior, some upholstery work, stuff like that.
That's awesome. Great build, new generation. Thanks for being part of this.
Yeah, thank you.
That's it. That's Al. This is the 2016 Piston Ring World of Wheels. We're going to go check out some more tuners. Follow me. So Terry, school me. Tell me the difference between A, B, C bodies. I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
Okay. Well, back in the 50s, the bigger cars, they were called the C and D body. They were the full-size cars, and all of the GM and Ford all have the full-size cars. When they started putting more horsepower into the cars, they got so much horsepower, and that's all they could do. They had to make the car smaller and lighter. And then they started making the B bodies, which is the smaller, more familiar muscle car, like these ones here. Okay. And then the A and E bodies are the smaller still. They're like the Challengers and the Mustangs and stuff like that. Cudas. They're the smallest ones.
So now, did they make the A's and B's and C's all at the same time over the decades? Like, would it say a 57? Would it have many different body styles?
No, they were all big back then.
Yeah, of course they were. Yeah.
And it was only when they got the horsepower up that they started finding that, well, we can't get the horsepower any higher, and we want to go faster, so we make the car smaller and lighter. And that's how the different bodies.
And that was the 60s.
That was in the 60s and then into the early 70s.
Early 70s, and then the 80s, everything went to crap. Just ugly, square, and
plastic.
Plastic. Thank goodness that was the year I was raised in the 70s and the 80s, where all I saw was, who wants a K car? Obviously nobody. Really. Because you see all the K cars that they've redone here? None of them. Thanks for schooling me, Terry. I appreciate it very much. Your knowledge is fantastic. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers. More to come.
All right, so we're standing here with Bob Tabar, who is the, what's your correct title? Showrunner?
Show chairman.
Show chairman of Piston Ring's World of Wheels. This is the 42nd show. How many years have you been doing it for?
It's my 7th year since I've taken it over here, and our first year was our expanded building.
And you have 100,000 square feet here?
About 118.
118,000 square feet.
Yeah.
Can I live here? Like.
Yeah, I'm gonna live here tonight yet. Before we get the cars out of here.
So you have 240 cars. How are you gonna choreograph getting all those out of here?
Oh, we got a split move out here. Our driving cars and motorcycles that are run are gonna be driven out. We'll move out first. Once we get that out of the way, we'll open up one of our new loading docks. You can drive in the vans and pickups and small vehicles that'll pick up stuff, displays, and carry on out. Once we got that floor opened up a lot more, the trucks and trailers will be able to come up here and start loading cars and motorcycles up.
Sounds all very coordinated.
You have to be.
So 3 days of show, you must have seen some crazy things. What's your favorite car out here?
My favorite car is probably the red Camaro, just a couple steps away from us here. Red 69 Camaro.
I see it.
Red orange, I guess is what me, Gary and Marilyn Reimer's 69 Sassy Camaro.
That's a nice Camaro right there.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
So it's probably going to get pretty loud in a few hours once all these cars start firing up.
Well, probably in about 15 minutes time, we're going to hear, like I say, that's when they drive out. There's some rumbling going on.
That's awesome. I can't wait to hear that.
Yeah, it's a cool experience. If you haven't been here through Move Out, it's pretty cool because now you've seen all these cars sitting stationary. Now you see what kind of horsepower they can make and what they sound like.
Yeah. Well, I know you're in a rush to get things going out at the door, so thanks.
Thanks, Jesse. It's my pleasure.
Awesome.
Hope you guys had a good time at the show.
Yes, it was amazing, and we hope we can come back next year and do it all over again.
In an instant, you guys can come back. Lots of fun with it.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Bob.
All right.
Have a good day.
You too. Take care. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. We're here at the 2016 Piston Ring World of Wheels. We're going to check it out. Investment Vehicle Restorations. My buddy Terry. Check this out. See this little car here? He made that into this. He's magic. This is a 56 Chrysler 300B. Well, we're going to get Terry to tell us a little bit about it. We got Terry and the owner right over here. Terry, it's great to see you. Last year you brought a few cars, and this one you put everything into one giant, beautiful car. You said it was a Chrysler 56.
It's a 56 Chrysler 300B.
Okay.
Okay, this is the original muscle car right here. In 57, GM said that they had the first muscle car because they built the Corvette, which was 283 horsepower, 283 cubic inch.
283 cubic inch.
So they said 1 horsepower per cubic inch defines a muscle car.
Okay.
So this car was the first actually to produce 1 horsepower per cubic inch. It's a 354 Hemi with 355 horsepower. 55
horsepower. See, they did one better. That's it. It's always one better. It's awesome, right? It's like at the buffet. I'll have one more. So what condition was the car in when you got it?
Well,
because this is a fairly rare car, right?
Yes, it is, and it was actually a running, driving, licensed, registered, insured car.
Wow.
And I drove it into the shop, and I took it all apart and did all the body work on it, and stripped the frame right down to the bare shell of a frame, sandblasted and painted the entire frame, did all of the suspension pieces, and then I put all the car back together again and drove it up.
That's fantastic.
That's it. That's how rare it is to actually get something like that.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's, you know what? I love the shape of this car. It's just classic, right? It doesn't have. There's nothing sharp really about the car. It all sort of is folded in like a cloud. And you are the lucky owner.
Yes, I am.
Of the car.
Yeah.
And I should remember your name,
It's Tony.
Oh, it is Tony.
Yeah.
So Tony, where did you find this before you took it to Terry and made it all fit?
Yeah, well, I had worked with Terry on another car, a 71 Duster, and we wanted to do a car like this. And actually, I worked with Terry, and we found the car right here in Winnipeg.
This car was in Winnipeg?
This car was in Winnipeg, yeah.
How did I miss out on that?
Yeah, well, that's a big part of the story. Well, then Terry and I got together, and he started the restoration. It took about a year and a half, and couldn't be happier with the results.
That's fantastic, a year and a half, because it was already, the shell and everything was all there.
Yeah.
You know, some of your builds take years and years, right? They depending on what they bring you.
For a lot of people, it takes years and years sometimes, but for us, pretty much a year is pretty much the norm. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I got to start bringing my stuff to him.
it took a lot of effort to get it so it could be done in a year and a half.
Hardest part to find?
The hardest part to find, I would say, the tail lights.
Oh, of course.
And so we had like 4 sets of tail lights. None of them was good enough.
Okay.
They could have been restored, so what we ended up looking all around North America, and the guy said, well, there's a guy in Australia who used to do this. So we tracked him down, and sure enough, yeah, he could do it. And he has the original molds, and so we ended up sending, through PayPal, a bunch of money to this guy in Australia who claimed he could give me
nothing shady about that. I have this magical formula that'll make you new.
Yeah, but they did show up, and they were great, and they're happy with the result, but that was probably the hardest part.
And what was the oddest part you had to find? Like, what was the part that they said, oh, we'll never find? Oh, there it is.
Oh, well,
right.
The oddest part was the record player. So the car has
it's got a
highway hi-fi record player. We looked all over the place and couldn't find it. Then I go into a guy down in Linwood, outside of Seattle.
Yeah.
He said, "You ever seen?" Oh yeah, I've got about 10 of them here.
This one. This is a.
This is the original color.
Yeah.
They came in white, red, and black. That's it.
Tons of options back then.
Yes, there was. But one of the unique features of this car is it actually has air conditioning. Back in the 50s, that was a very rare option.
Yeah.
And this car, back in those days, the air conditioning was in the back of the car. So the air conditioning compressor's in the front, and in the trunk is where the AC mount unit is that makes the car cool, and it blows right into the passenger compartment.
If there's something you need to know about this kind of car, this is the source.
Well, you like the B-bodies the most, right?
I do, but actually no, I like the C-bodies, the full-size cars. We do more B-bodies than anything because that's what's out there and that's what people are doing.
Well, a lot of the C-bodies got crushed when everybody went, oh, the gas is too high, squish everything.
And they have no value,
yeah. Exactly, yeah.
So that's why you don't do a lot of them, but these cars are beautiful to work on, and now that I've done a couple, it's bodies.
A couple.
Yeah.
I think your wife would say that you can do them in your sleep now.
Probably.
Great build, you guys. It's fantastic. We're going to go take a closer look at it, and then we're going to take it for a rip around.
No, you're not.
No, we're not? Fine. I can't get everything I want, but these guys are awesome. We're here at the 2016 Piston Ring World of Wheels here in Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Just wait for one taxi.
Oh, you know what, bud? That's it.
I can't believe it's already over.
You know what? It's such a big show, 100,000 square feet, largest indoor show in Manitoba history, and I'm sad. I'm sad it's over, man.
What are your plans for tomorrow?
I'm going to start working on World of Wheels 2017, to be honest with you.
2017.
2017.
Bigger, better, more cars, more show.
More show. And you should invite me back, I think, because I'm a pretty awesome
That would
host.
be awesome. We loved having you as a guest host.
No worries, man.
It's a great experience. We're gonna miss you. We'll see you again this summer.
We'll definitely be doing. There's lots and lots of car shows. The best part about World of Wheels is the first sign of spring. Well, actually, the first sign of spring is the first snowstorm before World of Wheels starts every year. It's almost the same, right, guys? Let's get our cars out. Let's go to World of Wheels, and then it's snowing. What are you gonna do? We're going to World of Wheels. Awesome. So
amazing.
I guess that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
And that's a wrap too.
Thanks for tuning in to 2016 Piston Ring World of Wheels, covered by Canadian Auto. Be sure to check back next year and all summer for lots more videos.
Who set that up? It's ridiculous. I'm not working for this. That's it, that's all. 2016 Piston Ring World of Wheels. Hours and hours to set up. Months and months and months to plan. A whole year of anticipation in less than 2 hours.
Gone.
Gone. Totally 100% like it wasn't here except for the dirt. Just make sure you keep your headliner up and your rubber side down, as they say. Thanks a lot for the opportunity to be the guest host. I hope you'll have me back. Now this Jeep is going to be going from school to school, promoting bully-proofing your kids and anti-bullying in general. Please support this. It's an amazingly close cause to my heart. I'm out of here. I am going to go.
Before you go, I got to sign it, right?
Yeah, just give me a second.
Okay, all right, I'll get ready. Where do I want to go?